This is a disclaimer. What you're about to encounter is purely an opinion. Opinions are generally based on lived experiences, and what we're about to encounter is my opinion based off of my lived experiences on whatever topic we're about to encounter, guys. All right? So let's go ahead and jump into this immediately, and please, let's keep it civil.
If you or anyone you know have been affected negatively by Mr. MRLBOYD's personal opinion, please call 248-434-5508.
Name of the episode is Sons of the Harpy. Knocks the man out, then pays him. Respect. Wow. You couldn't have put him down just a little bit nicer? Bruh.
This ship's sailing to Old Town. We'll get off earlier, not far from Sunspear. Row ourselves to the Dawnish shore in the night.
You ever been to Dawn?
No?
I have. The Dawnish are crazy.
We're rescuing my niece, bringing her back to her family.
Nice. Call it out. Bro, everyone knows. But if every single person knows, why are they still playing these like charades, guys?
That still doesn't explain what you're doing here.
Like, I think it'll still happen if you find if anyone finds out that you're doing this.
If I explain their holy purpose to my son, the king, I have no doubt he will sign a decree arming the believers you felt worthy.
An army that defends the bodies and souls of the common people.
An army in service to the gods themselves. And to you, of course, as the chosen representative of the Seven.
An honor.
Guys, I don't trust him at all.
Or indeed, ever wished for.
Which is why you were chosen. What would you say if I told you of a great sinner in our very midst? Shielded by gold and privilege.
Is it you?
May the Father judge him justly.
Or her? Bro, she's using this cult like a... Wait. What's happening here? Okay, so her only real reason to even speak to this person, this cult leader, is to literally just use them for whatever might they have, kind of like outside of like the king, like the kingdom. Well, the castle, at least, right? What it feels like, at least. Here, my enemies for you, type of thing. That's the Lannister guy. No? Yeah, this is all just like a... Yeah, I figured it.
Get your hands off! Sir Loras of House Tyrell, you have broken the laws of gods and men. Who do you think you are?
You call this justice, bro? Cult justice?
Why is my brother in a cell?
I don't know. Are you saying my mother's behind this?
Absolutely.
She's jealous you're not hers anymore. Arresting my brother is her revenge.
Aren't you and mother getting along?
No.
I demand that Sir Loras be freed now.
Did I arrest him?
Well, no.
Well, no.
But
you armed the Faith Militant. You gave the High Sparrow an army.
I did.
what are you playing at? Oh. Oh.
His Holiness is praying.
And?
Will not be disturbed.
You'd be sending them to meet the gods that they love.
Exactly. There you go. You have something here.
We'll find another way.
Oh, no. Bro, what? Okay. All right.
Queen?
I don't think he's going to last long, guys. Not in this universe.
And you let a band of fanatics imprison your brother by law?
Yes.
I'm going to speak with the High Sparrow.
Are you? When?
I don't know.
You don't know?
He was praying just now.
What does that mean? Guys, you're allowing a cult to like
Will you come back later?
exist openly in your
I
kingdom.
need to be with my family, Your Grace.
And a cult that is going against you and questioning your power consistently.
Not your fault.
Whose then?
It's not your fault.
I gave you nothing but weakness. And deformity.
Those scars mean nothing to the Lord of Light. You only need faith, my king.
And you, my lady, what do you need?
To serve my lord.
Not him. I know. I'm sorry, but we need men and supplies. And Roose Bolton's the warden of the North.
Oh, no.
We swore to be the watchers on the wall. And we can't get more men without help from the warden of the North.
Oh, that's deep, guys. Right.
Lord Commander,
How can I help you?
come with us when we ride south.
No.
None of us know the castle as well as you do. Don't you want to chase the rats out of it?
No. This place is here.
Castle Black is my home now.
Right.
Night's Watch take no part in the wars of the Seven Kingdoms.
There's only
Listen,
one war.
Guys, this is like the third time that they've asked him the same kind of question. Stannis is like, hey, do you want your name back? Jon is like, no, I belong here. He then asks again, do you want your name back so you can go and ride south with me to Winterfell? No. Now she's asking the same exact question. Bro, listen. His place is exactly where he's at right now. These are his
Life
men.
against death.
I can't.
Why?
His oath.
I swore a vow.
Bro, it just happened. It's still fresh on his mind.
I know. But I still love her.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Isn't that what that woman used to say like often? I think I recall maybe 2 or 3 times she said it. But how does she know these words?
My father used to tell me that boredom indicates a lack of inner resources.
Were you bored a lot too?
I've heard that also. Something
I know
similar.
Castle Black is no place for a child.
I like
But
it. I know Mother didn't want to bring me.
Why do you say that?
Because she doesn't like her.
She told me I don't want to bring you.
Oh, well.
She shouldn't have said that.
Wow. Be the only good in her life, bro.
When you were an infant, a Dornish trader landed on Dragonstone. His goods were junk except for one wooden doll. He'd even sewn a dress on it in the colors of our house. I still remember how you smiled when I put that doll in your cradle. How you pressed it to your cheek. By the time we burnt the doll, it was too late. The grayscale would go slow. Let you grow just enough to know the world before taking it away from you. Everyone advised me to send you to the ruins of Valyria to live out your short life with the Stone Men before the sickness spread through the castle.
Stone Men?
You are the Princess Shireen of House Baratheon, and you are my daughter.
Well, good job, Stannis, all right? Just, listen, I don't give you, listen, I don't give you props very often, Stannis, because I don't like you, right? But what you just did right here was amazing, and I appreciate it. Because if you look at the constants that are in this young girl's life, it's the mother. The mother hates her. The mother thinks that she's a mistake. Everything about her, the daughter, to the mother is bad. Right? She is to blame for everything negative in their lives. He absolutely loves his daughter. Who is that?
Lord Went held a great tourney at Harrenhal. Everyone was there. The Mad King, your father, Robert Baratheon, and Lyanna. She was already promised to Robert. The last 2 riders were Barristan Selmy and Rhaegar Targaryen. When Rhaegar won, everyone cheered for their prince until he rode right past his wife, Elia Martell, and he lay a crown of winter roses in Lyanna's lap.
What?
How many tens of thousands had to die because Rhaegar chose your aunt?
Yes, he chose her. And then he kidnapped her.
Really? Oh.
Stannis Baratheon garrisons at Castle Black. He'll march south to King's Landing before the winter snows block his way. But first, he has to take Winterfell. With the north behind him, Stannis can finally take the Iron Throne.
You think he'll defeat the Boltons?
A betting man would put his money on Stannis. As it happens, I am a betting man. Stannis takes Winterfell. He rescues you from the most despised family in the north. He names you Wardeness of the North. But even the most dangerous men can be outmaneuvered. And you've learned to maneuver from the very best. I'll return before too long.
Wouldn't call you the very
You'll
best.
be strong without me.
Bro. I would say
Yours will be
Varys.
yours.
Varys is probably the very best.
You believe me?
Yeah, that sucks.
Breakfast.
Two nights off to rescue a princess. Sounds like a good song to me.
Sounds like all the rest.
I mean, I get it. Protein is protein.
What about you? What way would you choose?
I think I'd have to pass on that, guys. You're too close to the ocean. Get a fish.
Drinking my own wine. How do you want to go?
The arms of the woman I love.
Cersei. Say it.
She want the same thing.
Let's go.
I bet he swore all kinds of oaths to get it. But you won't be around if he breaks them.
That's unfortunate, bro. I thought they just got caught.
You can take
one if he's slow.
Let him go. Let him do the fighting, guys.
You're from King's Landing.
Axon gave me away. Flea bottom, whelped and whipped.
Why are you here?
Our ship capsized in the night. We managed to swim ashore.
Throw your swords in the sand.
Boys, there's no need for this. Just point us in the right direction. We'll find our way home.
Swords in the sand. Now!
Two. Oh!
That one should be slow enough.
Hopefully not. Yes. Like, I was literally over here just hoping that like a random no-named character from Game of Thrones was a character that would, randomly delete Jaime, kind of similar to how the Hound was, for the most part, deleted. Right? I'm not saying that Brienne of Tarth is a no-named character. I absolutely consider her easily my top 3 characters. Arya being number 1, Brienne of Tarth being number 2, and Tyrion being number 3.
Nice move. Luck.
Purely.
You had a wonderful teacher.
Corpses raise questions, questions raise armies. We're not here to start a...
Do you know how long it'll take us to dig all those holes?
I can't dig very well with one hand.
Just dig one hole and throw them all in that one hole. They'll be together forever, guys. Definitely a beautiful horse, guys.
Mama. Prince Doran will weep for your father, but nothing else. We must avenge Oberyn ourselves.
Without Doran, we have no army to march against the Lannisters.
Queen Cersei loves her children, and we have one of them.
You may have a problem.
A ship's captain who found me in Plankytown claiming he had information to sell. He told me he smuggled Jaime Lannister into Dorne.
Please come from Marcella. Doran's way and peace, or my way.
Kerfuffles. take the kerfuffle way in this instance.
Nim? My mother wept, said I was too young and a girl.
Bro, get the scorpions away from this man's head, please.
Oberyn tossed his spear at my feet and said, girl or boy, we fight our battles.
Oh. Right. Let's get it. I like her attitude. Destroy all these Lannisters, all of the same, except for Tyrion. Not Tyrion. Tyrion's a good guy. Bro, can you imagine what that ball gag tastes like in his mouth, guys? Halitosis.
Who are you?
Your captor.
My sister's in Westeros.
He's not taking you to
Westeros
your sister.
West. We're heading east.
I'm not taking you to your sister.
Obviously.
You said you were taking me to the Queen.
Yeah, his queen.
Queen Daenerys Targaryen. She's the
It was
queen
obvious.
I serve.
Yeah, he's trying to get back in. He doesn't want. He wants nothing to do with Westeros.
What a waste. So happens I was heading there myself.
What business would you have with the queen?
Gold and glory. Oh, and hate. A high-born knight from the north of Westeros, down on his luck in Essos. Dragon epaulets, bare sigil breastplate. Your Jorah Mormont, you were spying on her, weren't you? It's all coming back to me. I was drunk through most of the small council meetings, but it's all coming back. You passed notes to Varys' little birds. She found out, didn't she? Found out and exiled you.
And he's going to use
Now
you
you hope
as.
to win back her favor
There
with
we
a
go.
gift.
There we go. Perfect. He is desperate. Oh, well. Okay. Didn't really expect that. Just gonna be honest. But I guess that shut his mouth though. Right.
Everyone looks happy enough from up here.
But they're not.
What? He sang to them.
Yes. Rhaegar would pick a spot on the hook or the Street of Seeds, and then he'd sing.
Rhaegar.
And I collected the money. Well, he'd like to see how much he could make.
He was good.
He was very good. Viserys never told you. He loved singing.
And apparently
And what did
forcing
he do with the
himself
money?
onto people.
Well, one time he gave it to the next minstrel down the street.
His star is here, waiting in the audience chamber.
His star.
How many others are there?
50, 100.
Will you be joining us, Sir Barristan?
I think I can protect you from his dar Zolorak.
I think I could protect me from his Darza Lorak.
Those who find victory in the fighting pits will never become kings, but their names will live on. It's the best chance they'll ever have.
Is that what you used to tell men before you set them to butchering each other? I do not recognize this tradition.
Traditions are the only thing that will hold this city, your city, together.
Guys, there are like two cults moving around. Obviously, two different cities, but they're both cults, guys. You have the Son of the Harpies. Where are we going with this, guys? But why didn't they delete her? All right, so we have Grey Worm. I have a couple of questions, guys. But I get it. It's overwhelming force, obviously. It's because if the Unsullied were... Guys, hold on. If the Unsullied were valued at so much money because they were, like, amazing at what they did. They were really good at just deleting massive amounts of people. How are they being, like, manhandled by a bunch of regular people who are angry? Unless they themselves were all, I don't know, conscripted to some type of military at one time in their life. But I'm trying to understand how they're just like demolishing them so quickly and easily. Unless it's just purely a numbers thing. And that's where I kind of am right now, mentally. I'm trying to understand exactly how this is even happening so easily. Oh, hey. Or where he got hit, almost positive his lung is punctured right now, guys. Like, how would you survive a punctured lung in this era? All right, let's go. No. Bro, who is left to counsel Daenerys, guys? Oh, that's rough, guys. That's rough. Is it? Guys, so here's the thing. So, like, Sir Barristan very specifically was a really good character. He was the one that chose to attempt to read the letter that Ned Stark was attempting to give to the people, right? He was the only one, honestly, there with honor up until Joffrey was like, "Oh, you're old, get out of here," right? You know, that's really, you know, disheartening a little bit. And also Grey Worm. I love his character, guys. I love his character. That's, I mean, where does Daenerys' storyline go now? Well, obviously, Jorah the Andal is actually heading there with Tyrion at the same time. So I don't know how that's going to turn out, but I'm guessing he's probably going to have to now be a part of her leading council because she has no one else. She threw him away. I understand he was spying, but she threw him away. So I have no idea how that's going to work out, guys. But luckily, we're watching 2 episodes. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Listen, if you guys want to see the full-length reaction, they're on Patreon at the 2nd tier. And if you guys are on Patreon currently watching this, let's go ahead and just jump into the next one. You guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.